Hello guys, I'm back. So I went to the higher time frames on these two assets, Nasdaq and SP500, and I noticed something very interesting. So I went back to the futures chart actually, and that is what I used to come up with this analysis. Okay, so let's do it together. So from the weekly chart, I noticed that we have done a sweep of the previous week's 2 weeks lows on Nasdaq, and then on SP500 we have been holding those lows, so we have not been able to sweep that. So what I can tell from that is that after every sweep, after an important level sweep, key levels, for example, previous day highs, previous week's highs, and so forth, we are bound to get some movement in the opposite direction. So when I looked at the daily chart, I also noticed that I saw the same thing. We had a long week to the downside, which means that was uh, a sweep. So this was the previous week low, which I will not label, but let's just know that it is a previous week low. Okay, so when I looked at Nasdaq, we had something of the same sort, and we even went further to sweep other weeks lows in that process. Okay, so you can see we did not only sweep last week's low, we were able to sweep a low from 26th June. Okay, so which is the other week before this one. Okay, so when I saw that, uh, that becomes a liquidity sweep to me. And if that's a liquidity sweep, then I go to the 4 hour or the 1 hour to look for something interesting to trade. Okay, so what I can see is that we already have this 4 hour change in state of delivery. So maybe our first position should have been here, but I was not able to see that yesterday because I was really focusing on sales. So that becomes a change in state of delivery to the upside. So long positions could have been taken from there and then continued, targeting the relative equal highs which have been resting here for a while. Okay, so if that is the case, then I would also like to see the same thing happening on the CFDs. Okay, so let's just finish the futures chart, and as you can see, we have this SMT, of course. So this becomes an SMT, and that is where I'm supposed to take the trade. Where is this? Okay, liquidity swept. This was left open 25th June, 26th June. That those lows were left open, and those lows were taken on Nasdaq. Okay, so you will see the same thing where I'm going on the CFDs. Okay, so on the CFDs chart, I can also see the same thing from the daily, from the weekly, and so forth. So from the daily, you can see that we were able to sweep that. So let's delete this. Um, it's very important to trade what you see and not what you want to see. Okay, what you actually see in this market. So that's a sweep. And then we have the 4 hour chart, change in state of delivery to the upside for HCISD. So okay, okay. So this is a 4 hour change in state. I hope my chart is clear enough, guys. Whoever is watching this, yeah. So this is a 4 hour change in state right here, and we have relative equal highs to the upside. So I'm really tempted to take this on, but SMT tells me otherwise. I should take the setup on SP500. So these are relative equal highs, which I mark as that. And then now when I look at this other asset, we had the same liquidity sweep, which happens from the daily. Of course, do not forget that it happened from the daily. So going to the 4 hour chart, we got that liquidity sweep, we got this SMT. Okay, and then currently we just got our change in state of delivery to the upside when the 10 p.m. candle closed. Okay, so that's a 4 hour change in state. And then maybe we can go to the hour to refine the hourly chart to refine this entry even more, but I think it's already refined. So basically your stop loss is supposed to be on this protected low, but that is too far. Okay, of course we cannot put it there. So targeting, also notice that we have relative equal highs. This high, this is Monday's high 1st June, and then this is Tuesday's high 2nd June. Those are relative equal highs. Then we have this buy side liquidity. We also have this which can confirm the move to the upside. So let's see what the 1 hour is telling us. It's a slow move, but it's still a move either way. So I can see that we have relative equal lows here when we swept. So let's see if that's the same thing we can see on the hourly chart here and know which asset we will take the trade now. Okay, so this becomes Wednesday's low at 5 a.m. Then we have another low forming at 11 New York AM session. So let's see if that is the case here. We have 11 and we have 5. So we came really close to sweeping that, and I would like to confirm with the futures chart if the sweep actually happened. So clearly it did not happen on SP500. So it looks like I will be having two trades to manage because I have the gold trade, and now it seems like I'm getting this trade here. Okay, so we never swept that, the original low from yesterday. So I think I will take this trade on SP500. I think I will take it on SP500, and it will look something like this. It will look something like this. The entry is right now, because we have already broken this series of down close candle on the hourly chart, and then on the 4 hour, of course, I have shown you. So I think I'll take that position there, place my stop loss on the previous day low, because when I go back to the daily chart, I will mark this as my premium week. Of course, this is my discount week. I'm sorry about that. This is my discount week. This is my discount week, and then of course I'll mark the 0.5 level of that, which is the level that I do not want to see price coming below. Okay, 0.5. Let's run it back. Let's make it thinner just to keep our charts clean as possible. Then going to the 1 hour chart, let's see what we have there. I think we have this is a propulsion order block, and if that is the case, can price go back there? Yes, it can. But do I want to see it going back to these levels? I think we are done. I think we are done with these levels, but either way, I think I am ready to take this trade. Or maybe I can wait for this sell side liquidity to be swept, and then I will catch the continuation. So there are two ways which you could do this. You could wait for this to be swept. These are intermediate lows, so you could wait for those to be swept and then maybe take your positions from that angle. As I have said, it's a very choppy piece of price action, so it's not as clean as it should be. And I think I can see an inverted fair value gap here, and we already came back to retest that. So I don't think I should be getting anything, any retracement back into that price action. So on such days is when you utilize midnight open, because price is a bit tricky. So you do this, mark it out, and then you will observe how price reacts to those levels. How price reacts to those levels. So this is my midnight open, and then if that is my midnight open and we are in the London kill zone, how can we get this trade? Okay, so higher highs forming, we had this low run to the upside, but it's really high resistance. So let's see how we can get that trade. Our targets will be all the way to the upside, because this stop loss becomes too large. It does not make sense to enter this trade here, because for example, if I enter that trade there and place my stop loss on the previous day low, that is too huge of a stop loss, for such a target. It doesn't even become more than 1:1. Okay, let me see. That's a 1.5 R. 1.5 is not bad, but I need to make it tighter. So I think I will take one position, and then as price maybe retraces back to this level where I want to see price coming back, I will get more positions, and then maybe I can do what? Maybe I can adjust my stop loss after the daily low has been confirmed, because don't think it has been confirmed yet when I look at the daily chart, but it could be. It could be. So yeah, that is the setup that I will be trading on Nasdaq. I'm taking one position right now based on that 4-hour change in state of delivery, and then my original stop loss is here, but I will adjust it probably to here, which makes it a better RR. So yeah, actually I can use this fair value gap as my point of setting my stop loss, so I can just place it just below there, which becomes even now better, a 1.7 R. And then if we get a displacement to the downside, which will be a manipulation, a small manipulation, I will adjust that, and then it will bring my setup to better risk reward. Yeah, so that's it for these two, Nasdaq and SP500. uh, in the other video, I had not noticed that what we had, I had not noticed that. So I think this is how I will trade it. And good luck guys, good luck, have a good day. Yeah, midnight open marked also on Nasdaq. Let's see how that trade goes. Let's see if we can target the upside of that price action, even though we are on a very tight range. So quick target can be the previous day high, which is very close on SP500. That's why I'm telling you I do not like this price action. Either way, let's see how it goes. I will do the review of the trade, if it plays out or it doesn't. Yeah. Uh, thank you for watching as usual. See you on the next one. See you on the next one.